And now a first down following that long gain. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. And they'll send the slot in motion left. First and 10 for Dalton. He's going to wind up and air it out. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be second down.
Really nice play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball, but for the guys on the offensive line, they're doing a nice job of trying to protect their passer. But when a guy hops in the air and goes airborne to try and knock one away, it's difficult because you can't reach out and grab him. That'll be a holding penalty. So all you're trying to do is make some type of a play on him, make some type of contact to try and get his arms out of the sky.
And the slot man goes in motion left. And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. They'll run it with Hill. And this time he's going backwards. So after the no gain on the last attempt, here they get him behind the line. .12 yards to go on third down. And they're going to go soft on the corners. Third down, a shot here for Dalton. Complete to the right side, it's Eifert. And he'll be taken down, but not before getting this inside the 30. It's a gain of 20 and picking up the first. Counting down toward the midway point in quarter one. A first down throw coming for Dalton. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. And defensively, these corners struggled last week. They're struggling again here early on the opening drive.
And you know that was not unnoticed on tape. So when they saw their struggle last week, guaranteed that went right into the game plan. Attack them early, see if they're going to play any better. And if not, you keep the pressure on them until things change.
Offense walks to the line for play number 7 of the drive. It's second down. Dalton looking. And the catch good. It's Eifert. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. Dalton to his big target, Eifert, for the Cincinnati first.
Well, I know from past experience, before you actually play a game, you visualize what's going to happen. And I don't know anyone who doesn't visualize themselves being in the center of what's going on. That's 3 catches for him here in the early going. He's got to like the way this is started.
Absolutely. 3 catches on any drive is good. Opening drive, that's a tone setter. Dalton operating in the red zone now. Green with a catch left side. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. A.J. Green, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Bengals take it right down and score on the opening drive. And he's got it to make it 7-0 Bengals. Bullock out now to kick this one away. And you combine a big leg with a mile-high air, there's the outcome. This will sail out of the end zone for a touchback. Now it's the Chiefs' all-time leading rusher. It's Jamal Charles on the carry. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
And they're 6 yards away from picking up the first here on second down.
Watch it now, Barney. Here we go now. Green, back it up, Philly. Here we go.
From the gun, here's Simeon. Over the middle here to Brown. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be third down.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there. Yeah,
I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
Now the second-year man from Syracuse, Riley Dixon, on to punt, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. Back alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's Bronco football to begin quarter number 2. They are, however, facing a fourth down situation. Fourth down, so on is the punter, Riley Dixon. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. That'll go as a punt of 34 yards that time, and the Bengals take possession. Well, we have a minute. We remind you that later tonight we'll have a couple of NFC East rivals squaring off, the Eagles and the Cowboys from Big D.
Or Arlington. Got to make sure we get it right.
To be more precise there in the Metroplex. Then tomorrow night, Week 11, we'll wrap up with a playoff rematch from the divisional round a year ago, the Falcons and Seahawks, but this time from Seattle. They go play action here on first down. To the left side here for Eifert. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. That one good for 15, and the Bengals get a first down. Now Dalton with a 1st and 10. And a right side completion here by LaFell. And he'll get it down here to the 43. That throw good for 4. It's second down. On second down, Hill. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. 5 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it 3rd and 1.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. You'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
This is 3rd and 1. Very likely 4 down territory, even if they don't get it, though. And they'll send the slot in motion left. And now prior to this 3rd and 1, we're going to get a timeout here. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. So it is third down now, but less than a yard to go. They'll try and run for it. Here's Hill. And he's going to go backward. They get him behind the line. A loss of a yard, and it brings up fourth.
And, partner, in a lot of short yardage situations, you'll see the linebackers step up into the gaps, what we call mugging the line of scrimmage, to make sure they take away all spaces, all creases. That one worked really well for them.
Now only needed a yard, instead went backwards. And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds. And Denver getting set to take the field. And on the first drive, 3 and out. And I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
They'll start the drive with Jamal Charles. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play there, second down.
And when the defense wins and gives up no yardage on a running play, that's something they can build on and carry themselves forward throughout the game.
They don't want it, fellas. They don't want it. Keep playing hard, fellas. All day. Whoa. Let's get it. Tight, tight. Tight. All right, here we go. Green 39. Green 39. Detroit. Detroit.
On second down, Jamal Charles. And again, he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10. And when you're running the football, one thing you don't want to see is a big boy coming up there and swallow you whole in those D tackles and nose tackles.
No, you're actually counting on your big boys to protect you from them. But on that play, the defensive tackle had the leverage, and he won the battle. No gain, correct?
No gain. So a 3rd and 10, and defensively, a dime look, 6 DBs.
Here we go now. Blue 90. Blue 90.
Out of the gun, Simeon. And the catch made. This is Emmanuel Sanders. 2 minutes to play here in the first half. Back to Denver right after this. Here's Riley Dixon now as he's on to punt for Denver. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. And that is much too long. That's into the end zone for a touchback. And out now, here come the Bengals. And to be frank, they're just in a tough spot. It's only November, already eliminated from playoff contention. I know their fan base doesn't want to hear that, but that's the case. What are they fighting for now going forward?
You know exactly what they're fighting for. Is that word that some people don't want to hear, but it's pride.
Draft. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I was going to go draft, but pride's better, right?
You know something? You're right, because that's part of it, but that's two different mindsets. That's front office mindset, draft position, where are we going to be and what do we need to get? And then the players and the coaching staff right now, pride. Can they win some games and feel better about themselves despite the fact they have no shot at the playoffs?
On second down, Hill, and he will lose yardage on the play, back at his own 19-yard line. It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll bring up a 3rd and 11 situation. Now Dalton. They set up the screen to Hill. And he gets it to the 32, good enough for a first down. It's a gain of 13, and the Bengals have a first down.
Let's give a little credit there. The offensive play caller sensed that the screen pass was available. Whenever you're getting a lot of heavy pressure towards your quarterback, that's when you're thinking about running the screen and using that pressure against the defense. And it worked very well there for a first down.
Dalton, 1st and 10. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Shaquille Barrett in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year. Second down, Dalton. He's going to air it out deep for Green. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. And now maybe they want some extra time to talk about this 3rd and long play as we'll get a timeout. As the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. Bengals on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 19. So the D-line's going to spread out. Throwing on 3rd and long. Dalton going deep downfield for Ross. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down. So hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. On 1st and 10, here's Andy Dalton. He's going to air it out deep for Green. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. A.J. Green as the first half is winding down. And the Bengals are able to grow their lead. And that'll give them a 2-score lead here, but I'm looking ahead. They just want to hold it for the final moments here in the 2nd quarter. They don't want to give up anything on the other side.
No, not at all, because if they don't, it almost had the feel of an imposing their will score. And right now, they want to make sure they keep that and carry it into the 2nd half.
This fielded at the 2. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. Now the Broncos offense, they get set to head back onto the field. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. And he'll find some space up to about the 25. So we have reached halftime here, and it's the visiting Bengals out in front. As we send you on down to our studios in Orlando, where standing by is Larry Ridley with our EA Sports Halftime Report. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. This is taken at his 4. Then he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. Here comes the Broncos offensive unit here as they'll have it first to begin this 3rd quarter. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset. But typically, halftime locker rooms are a lot more clinical than that. And in this case, are they upset that the plays weren't working because of execution, or do they think they were just bad plays to call?
Yeah.
We'll find out pretty quickly here if they feel like they had something going, but they just need to do it a little bit better or not.
We'll find out. His throw incomplete. Jake Butt, the tight end, his intended receiver. And it's 2nd down.
Let's face it, if you want to get back into the game, these are the kind of throws you got to hit. He's wide open right there. Got to be able to get it to him, don't you think?
And those are the throws that haven't been available to them every time he's dropped a pass. Yeah, that's a big miss.
Tight end to the right, boy. Tight end to the right. Move. Here we go now. 3-19. 3-19.
2nd and 10, Simeon again. It's complete to Brown, right side. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. So 3rd and 5, defensively expecting pass. They've got 6 DBs out there. Back to throw, Simeon. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Carlos Dunlap in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year. Here's Riley Dixon now as he's on to punt for Denver. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. This will be taken at the 10. Oh, and now he bowls him over. Nearly a huge return, as it is still a very good one. 24 yards. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Now a play fake here on 1st down. And his throw is incomplete. John Ross, the one he was looking for. And that'll bring up 2nd down. Well, the numbers have been good in the passing game, and certainly a big reason why they have the lead. But now here, 3rd quarter, maybe go to the run game a little more?
Yeah, perhaps. I mean, after that incompletion, a little credit to the defense for shutting them down on that play. Maybe you try and run the football a little bit more in this spot. But they have to feel good about how they've been throwing it overall.
On 2nd down now, he'll get about 4 as he's past the 35 to the 38-yard line.
3rd quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Now the Bengals on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. Here's Dalton. He finds Ross right side. It's complete. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down.
Whether you're playing West Coast offense or not, one of the maxims of the West Coast offense is you're either throwing a touchdown or a check down. In other words, look for the big shot, but be smart. And I think they did exactly that on that play. They didn't get the 1st down, but they're taking care of the ball well.
Yeah, and being rightly cautious with that lead here in the 2nd half. It'll go as just a 15-yard punt. And the Broncos take over, 1st down and 10. And Denver getting set to take the field. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try to figure out what is working, and call more of that.
And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down.
Let's give some credit to the defensive guys on that play. Able to bat that one away. Sure looked like they were trying to hit the corner route.
2nd down now after the incompletion.
Here we go now. 3-19. 3-19. All right, now, look at what's in there. Barney. Now, let's go. Go.
Shotgun snap for Simeon. And this one complete to Virgil Green. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. A Bronco first down there, 12 yards on the play. First down and 10 now for the offensive group. From the 50 at Simeon. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
Let's face it, you can run the route tree as many times as you want, get in sync, practice it, do all those things. But once you get to game speed, it doesn't always time up quite that well. That one goes incomplete.
On second and 10, Simeon. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
My high school coach, John Ford, used to say all the time, if you're in a bad situation, laddie, don't compound it with a bad decision as well. And I think that's what we just saw there. Harassed in the pocket, and he throws into double coverage anyway.
He called you laddie?
He called me laddie, and that was the nicest thing he called me.
The Broncos on third down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 10. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Looking for Sanders, and it's intercepted. William Jackson with a pick. 20! Thought they had something going there to break that goose egg here in the second half, but to no avail.
Hope was alive until that interception. What a terrific play, taking the ball away after it looked like they were starting a drive.
And now that shutout still standing. You know that's something those defensive guys hold a lot of pride on, too.
No doubt about it. They are excited about where they are in this game.
They'll try to get the offense going with Hill. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. Jeremy Hill with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Bengals use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. And it is now 21-0. Bullock out now to kick this one away. This is taken at the 3. And Denver getting set to take the field.
Watch it now, Barney! Barney! All right, here we go. Blue 90! Blue 90!
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Throwing right side, that's complete. Demaryius Thomas. A Bronco first down there, 12 yards on the play. First down carry here for Charles. And now running right through it. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. That one good for 13 and a Denver first down.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
And a new set of downs here after picking up the first on the ground. Now Simeon. Screen pass to Charles. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
You know the key to a good screen pass is, don't you?
Bet you're going to tell me. Good blocking?
Well, good blocking eventually. But first is good acting. You want to let the defenders go past you, leak out to whichever side or even in the middle where you want to set up the screen, and then you do your blocking. How about the read, though, by the defensive guys? They weren't fooled at all and actually ran with the lineman to where the play was and smothered it for a loss of yardage.
And he is going to be taken down. And that should be the final play of this third quarter.
The game plan for any defense is finding ways to make a quarterback uncomfortable in the pocket. When you bring pressure from all angles, you never know who's going to get home. In this case, the left cornerback, right in the face of him, puts him down.
Simeon in need of something big following that sack, facing 3rd and long.
Back 99, Philly, here we go. Here we go now. Blue 90. Blue 90.
Now Simeon, he's going to look deep down the field. And that's caught inside the 20. And he takes this down deep into Cincinnati territory. It's a big play there on 3rd down. 49 yards. So they're operating in the red zone.
All right, here we go.
On 1st and 10, Simeon. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden a secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
So 2nd and 10 here.
Right. He's standing right here. He's standing right, coming right. Back 99, Philly, here we go. Now let's go. 3-19.
Simeon. Looking for Sanders, and it's intercepted. William Jackson with a pick. He's at the 50. He's at the 30. Past the 20. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 for a Bengals TD. That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating there again in a big way.
And they've done it not just by out-athleting them, which is often the case, but by being able to adjust to anything they tried to throw at them and beating them to the punch each and every time. This was a defense that was well prepared.
And this one through the uprights and good. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Broncos offense now gets ready to head back onto the field. And following the pick 6, and they had decent field position in throwing that pick 6. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told us they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
Detroit! Watch the ship. Hey, watch the ship. Watch the ship. Gone!
Now a first down throw, Simeon. He's got his tight end complete. It's Green. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Solid gain of 18 yards and a Denver first down.
Nice job, nice patience right there. Put him on the right side, let him work his way across, put the ball in his hands, and let him work his way upfield with a catch.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll push his way up to about the 44 here. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
Tight is Ringo. Tight is on the Ringo. Tight is on the
Here's Simeon now on second down. On the crossing route, he hits Demaryius Thomas. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. Simeon finding Thomas there to give the Broncos a first down. And some changes here as the D-line separates some.
Here we go now. 3-19. Detroit. All right, now, lucky 56. Now, let's go. Boo, landing.
Simeon on first down. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
Sometimes the coverage is so good, no matter what you're doing on offense, you just can't shake anyone free. They try their best to find someone open, but they took away every passing alley, every angle, and shut the play down.
Back to the air, Simeon on second down. Now Simeon stripped. He lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
The Broncos on third down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 17. Simeon. Ball had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going. But not to get too overcritical there because he knows what he's doing, but his shoulders looked a little off kilter there when he threw that.
I don't think you're being overly critical there. You're just analyzing it, and he gets those shoulders right. That pass will go from incomplete to complete.
Dixon, the punter, is on as he sends it away. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. Cincinnati now ready to take the field. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup? Let him get some time.
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row. There were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. You know, these guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game. And that's always puzzled me a little bit.
Again, they run with Hill. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. They'll get 14 on that one. Good for a Bengal first down.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
So the run gets them the first, and now they operate with a fresh set of downs. The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass. They stick on the ground on first down with Hill. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice game like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
6 yards to go here on second down.
Double tight. Hey. We got three down.
Dalton with a give to Hill. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
Brandon, at some point, these defenders absolutely have to say, we've just got to make a stand. We've had enough of this.
Giving up a lot of points in this game, but look better on that play. Now, the Bengals on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. The storyline of this one, Charles, no doubt the number 0. Zilch, nada. A shutout so hard to do in the NFL.
It really is, and what an accomplishment, because you feel that not just on the defensive side, but as a full team. There's a lot of pride that goes into shutting out an opponent. And how about that 0 on the scoreboard for them, going along with those zeros in the time column, too.